Vital signs critical. Specialization data collected.
The area looks secure. No more contact.
Yeah, I can see.
Incoming hostiles detected.
We're not so defensive, though. I'll kill you. Gotta reload quick. I'm with you.
Civilians in distress.
I need backup. My helmet's busted.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
I'll come after me.
Look who's back.
You said you were planning something?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
That was
Please.
the last one.
I can't take this anymore. I have to do something.
What is up, guys? We're here back again with another Division 2 build video, and today, guys, it is Striker. And yes, a lot of people have said this is a very underwhelming set, and guys, I've been using this the last couple of days. I've been quite lucky. The last 2 days I've had the pieces drop to produce this build, so I've been using it in missions for the seasons, again, bounties. I've been using it control points, and it's just breezing through content. I am the MVP when it comes to killing enemies. Double. As you can see on the screen now, double. It is quite insane in terms of the damage that this particular setup can do. Again, if you're using high NPCs, you could garner some extra damage. Do not get me wrong. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is Striker is a very good set to use, and it's perhaps the best gear set. But guys, take a look at this build. Okay guys, this is my 4-piece Striker awesome DPS build. Now as you can see, I am SHD level 18. Seasons, it's about 9 I believe. I'm doing well. I am doing very, very well. I'm a little bit late to the game, in all honesty. Guys, it's time to bring you my Striker 4-piece DPS build for PvE. A lot of people ask anyway, can you use this in PvP? But personally, I wouldn't because I'm a little bit squishy. However, for PvE, you are going to get a shitload of kills with this setup. And I mean a shitload. I have been getting double the kills on every team I have been on with this build. You know me, guys, I am a skill build man. Yeah, I really enjoy putting skill build, off-meta builds together. This is a DPS build using the Striker setup. Enough me talking on, jibber-jabbering on. Take a look at this. Guys, here it is. Here is my 4-piece Striker setup for PvE. This has had me so much success in PvE. I love skill builds. Skill builds do me so well, and I love aiding the team and benefiting the team. However, I do like to change things up from time to time, and this is completely off kilter to how I usually roll. It is a DPS build, so you can see there's 6 offensive, there is 0 defensive on the left, and again, 0 utility stats. I do have a few bits and bobs, which I'll show you as we go through the build, but this is solely a DPS build. That is it, and I'm there to take NPCs down like butter. Not like that content creator who went from the game and came back. But not him. No, this is my Striker 4-piece setup. I am using the Gunner specialization. And I'm using that because, yes, I want that armor on kill. I want to stay alive longer. I want to stay in the fight. And by doing so, Gunner is, in my opinion, the best setup for me and my playstyle. By all means, whatever suits you guys best. But because, again, you're a bit squishy, I feel this armor on kill does synergize quite well with the setup and the build. Let's take a look. We're going to start with the weapon. The weapon is, of course, yes, it is this. It is the Glory Days high-end named assault rifle. Why am I using that? I'm missing out on particular talents that will give me extra damage, etc, etc. However, guys, for me, the whole point of using Striker is I want to be as effective as possible. I want to be as accurate as possible. I want to make sure that my shots are hitting the money consistently, because that will just buff my Striker build. Simples. So, this has 98.1k base damage. This can get over 100k with a little bit more tweaking and efficiency on the setup. But still, it's in a very good place, you can see. 15% assault rifle damage, that's max. 11% health damage, which is max. And 8% headshot damage, which is about halfway, again to 15. I'm using the talent, which is perfect. And I mean perfect for this build, which is near-sighted. Receive 100% stability at the cost of minus 35% optimal range. In about 20 to 30 meters, this is deadly. And as you've seen in the gameplay, it hits like a truck as soon as the Striker starts to pop. Also, there's 2 talents on the build that will synergize so well that I do recommend you test this out. What we'll do first, we'll go through the mods on this high-end assault rifle, which is the Glory Days. In my Streamlined Iron Sights, I have reload speed. I have the light extended 5.56 mag, which is 10 rounds. I have the laser pointer, which is 5% critical hit chance. And the muzzle brake, which is again 5% critical hit chance. This is a great setup, guys, trust me. You've seen in the gameplay, it shreds. My secondary is the Chameleon Exotic Assault Rifle. Base damage 64.6, RPM is over 1,000, 50 in the mag. You see, by the stats, I've not re-rolled anything. I've just recently got this, I've tested it. I like it. It's, again, the stability is all over the shop, but still, it's a very nice weapon. I prefer the Glory Days all day, all long, more consistent. I'm hitting headshots like no business. This really helps, but in terms of mods on this, you can see these adjust from how it's set up on the weapon. So you've got accuracy, you've got critic chance, some more critic chance, and at the bottom you have 20 rounds, which is really good. I like the Chameleon. I don't think it's amazing. I think it's a good AR, but that's just my opinion. I'm going to go into this more detail in another video, but I do like this AR. My sidearm is just the generic P320X compact, which is the Gunner. Yeah, the Gunner specialization. And I'm using this, again, if I need to, I can switch to this because I kill an enemy and repairs 12% of my armor over 5 seconds. Headshot kills improve the repair by an additional 12%. So that's 24%. And that's nice. And again, if I need that little bit of armor kick, that's what I'm using. Now, the gear. We'll start with the mask. The mask, again, is Striker. So that's 15% weapon handling, 15% rate of fire, and Striker's Gamble. Weapon hits amplify total weapon damage by 0.5%, stacking up to 50 times. 1 stack is lost each second. 3 stacks are lost every time you miss. Now you can see now why I'm using a weapon with so much stability. So I'd have to be a potato aim at best to miss and consistently miss my shots. So that's why I'd rather have the stability and the accuracy on my AR to make sure I'm hitting more often, because it just keep proccing that extra damage. That's why I'm using this setup. On this mask, you can see 13.6% weapon damage, 8.6% crit damage, and 4.2% critical hit chance. Now, the other piece of Striker is the holster, which is 12% weapon damage, 16,106 health. And on the knee pads are 13.8% weapon damage, 5.1% critical hit chance. And then we have the gloves. They are 12.5% weapon damage and some nice armor regen. Again, you can choose explosive resistance or hazard protection if it rolls in this slot. I like armor regeneration because, yes guys, I want my armor back. I want to stay in the fight longer. So if you're playing solo, this helps, and it helps me immensely. In a group, it's also really good. If you're in a group and you have a healer, you are rubbing your hands all the way through your mission, because the healer will keep you alive and you will deal so much damage, it's crazy. And that's why I like using armor regen as well. It gives me that boost and consistently keeps me in the fight. Now, the 2 INs I'm using on this build, we'll start with a chest. The chest is Defender's Group AB chest, which is the harness armor, 158k. Now, I'm going to get that 10% AR damage, integral to the build. You need that somewhere, either being on your chest piece or your backpack. Or if you decide to go for Striker chest and the Striker backpack for the additional effect, I don't see, to be honest, it doing that much difference. I like these two talents. I think they synergize much, much better. But still, I'm using this. Nice weapon damage, some more armor regen, critical hit damage and critical hit chance, and the talent Intimidate. While you have bonus armor, amplifies total weapon damage by 35% to enemies within 10 meters. Anyone in that vicinity, that 10 meter radius, if you have that bonus armor, you are shredding them. Absolutely shredding them. They are like butter, yet again. Not the other guy, but yeah, they are like butter. They are melted. So that is something to really, really invest in on this build, because that's 35% weapon damage is a huge amount. Now you're going to ask is, how am I going to get the bonus armor? Well, that's pretty simple. I'm going to use this. It is an Entumbra backpack. That's 15% critical damage. It's 13.5% weapon damage. Max hazard protection. Max status effects and 16.8% repair skills. And the talent Bloodsucker. Killing an enemy adds and refreshes a stack of plus 10% bonus armor for 10 seconds. Your max stack is 10. So guys, take an enemy down, and then you have Intimidate active. Simple as that. And you know how much weapon damage you're dealing with this. I am rinsing through hard missions. Challenging, you are still the MVP because you're still hitting so hard. I fully recommend this setup, seriously. I don't recommend them lightly. If I don't think it's very good, I don't do the build video. Simple as that. This works. It works a treat on this build. So that extra 35% weapon damage, take an enemy down, it's active, it's procced. And again, just consistently take enemies down. You have this weapon talent, gear talent consistently active on the build. Bloodsucker, Intimidate, great pairing. Pairs like a dream. That's something, again, depends how you want to set up. That's how I've got this set up. The model here is an extra 16.8% repair skills, and that's good. That's good for, again, that little bit of extra healing for me. Now, the Mod on here is 4.2% critical hit chance. And the mod on the mask is another 4.2% critical hit chance. As you can see, guys, this is a super duper setup. I love rolling with this. It works a dream. Now, my skills, the Hive Reviver, why wouldn't you? You're running solo. You will die. It is bound to happen on this build because you are squishy. 664k armor. You do go down from time to time. I agree. But you are dealing so much damage to NPCs. And I'll do a quick demonstration in the range very, very shortly. But it's top tier. Hive Reviver is needed. If you do go down, you can easily pick yourself up, especially for solo play. It is non-negotiable. In a group play, again, Hive Reviver, because you have no skill power, you have no skill tiers, so it's irrelevant. So you need something that's beneficial. This is beneficial. And then you have the Fixer Drone. That gives you that consistent tick for potentially 180 seconds. And again, just that consistent tick of healing, that health, is really, really good. And that's what you want. And I think it's the best, or the second best. You could go for Seekers, you could go for this, that, and the other, but personally, Fixer Drone, I like it. It consistently replenishes my health, so why wouldn't I like it? Now, we'll go through the stats. The stats on this, let's take a look. Again, 98k weapon damage, 23.5% critical chance, 58.5% critical hit damage, 63% headshot damage, my health damage 11%, which is max on the weapon. Reload speed is 4.4% speed bonus. My stability is 103.7%. This is one stable beast. My weapon swap speed is 4%. My all weapons damage bonus is 79.6% ace. And then you have 40% assault rifle damage bonus. You can see now why this packs a huge punch in PvE and potentially PvP if you've got a better aim than me. So that's something to bear in mind. It's something to consider working on because you will deal some damage on this setup. But this is a real beastly setup. And I'm loving this for PvE. Guys, now I'll show you a quick demonstration in the range how hard it can hit. Well, let's have a look. We're on elite enemies. Okay, let's try and take this bad boy down. You can see it's quite easy. Again, from afar, just body shots. 95, 105 there. You can see it growing. That's nice. And you can see the extra stacks from Bloodsucker. Yeah, that's consistently procking. Again, I've got these max stacks because I'm still going to get that 35% weapon damage as long as that's active. You can see again, it's procced on the bottom. Now this will hit pretty hard. Headshot, over 300k headshot there. Yes, pretty nasty. See, 291,000. And you can see how hard this weapon hits. Simply because it's stacked really nice with the striker bonus, intimidate, bloodsucker that consistently procs intimidate. This is a really nice setup. I like it. And deal some mental damage. But guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. Do you like the build? Will you use it in PvE? Will you try it in PvP? I thoroughly recommend you testing this out. It is fun. A very fun build to utilize in PvE. The damage is quite high. Yes, on a high-end build, you can get some better damage. I completely agree. But for Striker, this is how I got it set up, and it's a beast. It hits so hard. And as I've said, in PvE, I'm MVP. So guys, let me know if you in the comment section as always. If you enjoy the video, thumbs up, that helps me and the channel. And as always, if you enjoyed my content, please subscribe to the channel. Let's try and hit 6k very soon, guys. With your support, I can do it. Guys, peace.